I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. Hello, and welcome. I have not done a YouTube live in so long. Oh my goodness. First and foremost, welcome, YouTube fam. If you are not in the 888 wealth codes, then definitely come join the party. So, what I'm excited to share with you guys today, I'll keep it short and sweet, we'll stay neat, but is the Phoenix era to the throne era. And this is about like a lot of the energy work that I do. A lot of the energy work I do takes you through the journey of really transmuting all of that heavy energy, really transmuting all of that energy around I've got to fight or flight. I've got to go up, then I've got to go down. We're constantly in this Phoenix energy of I need to break through. I need to get through the fire. And this comes from the trauma. This comes from all the things that your soul chose to go through when you first incarnated onto this planet. But then this starts to manifest in your business because you are constantly doing big months and then small months. You're constantly having fights with people, and you'll see it in little places. For some of you, it won't be so intense. It will just be this little, like, constant up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. If you're constantly fighting with people, if there's things in your life that are not clean, that are not consistent, that do not show you that peace, love, groundedness are your baseline, then it's time to understand that it's time for a Phoenix detox. Now, the thing that I have to understand is a lot of people wear the Phoenix as a badge of honor. There is nothing wrong with the Phoenix energy. It's really, really potent. It's like the early stages of spiritual awakening. You first learn about all the darkness in the world. You learn about all the things, and you're like, oh my gosh, first and foremost, you're angry at everything. You're angry at the powers to be. And then when you evolve from these Phoenix energies, you start to remember that it's all you, that the entire universe is you, and that your frequency can change the reality. You cannot fight fire with fire. You cannot fight war with more war. The only way that you can change this world is by embodying deep light and love all the time. All the time. So, when you're going from this Phoenix energy, from this constant place of up, down, up, down, up, down, you have to understand that there's a detox that needs to take place for you to come into your throne era. The throne era can be quite annoying initially because you're like, wow, we're still here. We're clean here. Things are just falling into my lap here. Things are really, 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 really effortless here. Things are really, really, really easy here. And so all of a sudden, you're starting to magnetize your soul's contract to you. When you're in the Phoenix era, your ego often has a lot more control. Your ego is trying to be the power source. It's trying to tell you that you need to do this to get an outcome. You're constantly like doing all this energy to launch, and then you're constantly getting burnt out. You're like up, down, up, down, up, down. You wear busy as a badge of honor. You don't feel safe to rest. When you are ready to go through the greatest initiation of your life to end up in the heaven on earth phase, in the most beautiful phase of your reality, you have to go through a detox, because even though your soul has made this quantum leap, your physical body's got to go through the detox. So, if you haven't done the wealth frequency quiz, definitely check it out, because it's going to show you where you are on this phase in this journey. And I do want to say that none of this is absolutely linear. Like, none of the work that you're going to be doing on your soul's journey is going to be linear, but you have to understand that this physical body is the last place for it to manifest. The dreams inside of you that are pulling you forth, that are holding you in, these big dreams are future versions of you living in these timelines. The physical body needs to anchor these dreams in. It has to be able to hold the frequency of this. That is why in this third dimensional reality, the embodiment work is the most important piece. When you're going from Phoenix era to throne era, the Phoenix energy is more stuck in the head than in the body. When you're in your throne era, you're just like, it's all just falling into my lap. I don't need to check Stripe a million times a day. The money just flows. I don't need to be doing all these things to get an outcome. Everything's just working really, really, really beautifully. I am just in the feminine flow, and everything that was always made for me is coming because my frequency is so clean that my soul's contract blessings are just constantly falling in to my lap every single day. But to get from this energy, which was a manifestation of your childhood, to get from this energy where you think you have to perform, to get from this energy where you think you have to do something to get an outcome, instead of just transmitting your soul's work, instead of just being the embodiment that changes the world, you have to go through the detox, because everything in your childhood got you to this phoenix energy, to this place where you're like, oh my gosh, if I just sit here, sales wouldn't come. If I do nothing, why would things work out? We live in a world that has so much conditioning around needing to do to get an outcome. The only thing that you actually need to do is to keep your frequency clean. Gosh, I was just in the 888 wealth codes and I was talking about how I'm going through a throat activation at the moment, a massive throat activation. And this is actually, whoever needs to hear this, your body naturally goes through the initiations that it needs to go through to hold this new timeline. When your mind, your body, and your soul are saying yes to the next timeline, everything in your field naturally goes there. But when resistance comes up, the only way that you can ruin this process is by trying to jump out of the chrysalis. If you try to jump out of the chrysalis too soon, what happens? You don't grow your wings, you actually get sicker, you actually don't fulfill the transformation process. The only thing that you actually need to do in this life is accept that it's all coming, is accept that you were put on this earth for the dreams inside of you, or you wouldn't have those dreams. That you were put on this earth for a huge mission that nobody else will understand because it's completely and utterly illogical. But you have to trust that you are being refined. You are constantly being refined, 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 refined. And so there's a detox process that takes place in your physical body. Your soul is already there. Your soul's already in the dream life, in the dream timeline. Your soul doesn't have distortions in it. Your soul doesn't have lack or fear or doubt. Your soul's frequency is so pure, so clean, so potent, and the physical body desires to get into alignment with that frequency. And that was really your mission. That's all you really need to do on the face of this earth, is enjoy the journey and get there. But I know it sounds easier than what it actually is, because it's not an easy journey to allow yourself to go through all these shifts. You might have mucus coming up in your throat like I do now. You may have things that are constantly moving you, that are shifting you, that are making you feel uncomfortable, because all that's happening is that your body is letting go of all these old codes, releasing ancestral patterns, releasing all of these things. And the only way that you can fuck it up is when your head gets in the way and it's like, this shouldn't happen. I shouldn't be feeling anxious right now. I shouldn't be going through this. Instead of, thank you, like, just let it go. The cool thing about the frequency that I channel, and the thing that I love most about my work, is that I don't think anymore. I don't think life needs to be a way other than what it is. I don't think, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be anxious now. I shouldn't be feeling this. I just let it come up because it's just releasing. You are so old and ancient. You know exactly what you're doing. You've done this many, 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 many lifetimes before. There's no way in hell you would find my teachings, find my messaging, be in proximity with what I'm transmitting to you right now if you were not an old soul. It's just that you're fighting the amnesia, the remembrance of, yes, it's coming. And often the ego likes to control you and constrict you and be like, but when's it coming? Why isn't it coming? How long is it taking? When the soul's just like, calm down. Time up here looks very different to time down here. And it's already done up here, but down here, you just need to enjoy the process. And so there is a detox that takes place, getting rid of all the patterning, all the distortions, all of the crap that is blocking you from your soul's true timeline, from your soul's true north. You have to get to a place where you are so in love with the mundane. You just don't care. You're like, awesome, this is so beautiful. And you will go through initiations that are going to force you here. You will go through times where you're calling things in and the universe is like, no, you don't get any of it. Because when the universe doesn't give you what you want or doesn't give you the outcome that you desire, eventually you surrender and you go, this is enough. This moment is enough. If The overflow is for me. Let it be. Let it come in. I'm here to just enjoy the journey and learn the lessons. And I can tell you right now that the overflow is for you, that heaven on earth is for you. But heaven on earth is not outside of you. The overflow is not outside of you. It's a frequency within you. And you're not going to be able to tap into that frequency and stabilize that frequency if your body isn't a pure, clean vessel in alignment with that. So it is about embodiment. It is about making sure that there are no toxic people in your life, that you're not putting toxic substances into your body, that you're only doing things that feel aligned for your highest good. Before you do anything in your life, make sure that you're being intentional. Make sure that you are really being in core. Can I put this food into my body? Can I make this move? Can I do that? And I know it might sound crazy at first, but the truth is the more in alignment you live, the more in alignment your blessings are, the more in alignment the opportunities are, the more you start to flow down the river of life, and life isn't hitting you with every fucking branch in the way. It's just like it's working. It's beautiful. I'm living, breathing, experiencing the overflow because this is what my soul chose. And I remember that everything I'm looking at is not my life. The truth is that there's a frequency inside of you that nobody else in this entire world was meant to experience. The reason that you will be feeling so stuck as an old soul is because you think that your life is meant to look like theirs. It's not. Nothing about your plan, your path, your field was ever meant to look like their life. And so the more that you can just accept that you're on a path that no one else has ever lived, most books you read probably won't be the frequency that you're meant to birth, and that's okay. This is where you get to really expand and use discernment and use mastery. I don't teach strategy. People get access to my field. When people come into my programs, my portals, they're not signing up to courses. They're actually coming into energetic chambers that change their frequency, change their field so that they can remember their frequency. It will feel stuck until you stop looking at the outside world and go within and go, well, what are my gifts? What did I come here to do? What did I come here? Who did I come here to be? Who did I come here to embody? Because you have to understand, the thing is, my tempo is slow. I work far less than most people on the planet. If I was trying to copy other people like I did. I've been in business for 14 years. At the start, I used to be burnt out because I tried to copy everyone else. And now I'm like, the work that I do is so rare. It is so unique. There's no one else in the world that's doing what I'm doing the way that I do it. No one else in the world is channeling what I'm channeling. No one else in the world is teaching what I'm teaching. And sometimes it is a little bit like the man that invented the radio or the airplane. People will think you're crazy at first. It will be a slow burn for a while until people catch on. And then it's like, oh, yes, this is the way of the new earth. It is about being, not doing. And you will find in this new paradigm, in this new frequency, if you are doing more than you're being, you're not going to be able to live in alignment with your soul's true north and your soul's contract, because you're out of sync with the rhythm of the universe. This earth school is really about you being in alignment to the promises that you made with yourself before you incarnated. And the more that you can really sit in truth with your soul's contract, with who you are, with who you came to be, and stop trying to be like everyone else. For me to be this version of me today was crazy. I was being guided. God was like, go and do your Kundalini teachers training. I was like, oh my gosh, please don't make me do all that energy work, all that weird stuff. And I just kept leaning in. I just kept following the call. I just kept listening every single step of the way. Every single time it was like, it's time to leave your ex-husband. It's time to move to Bali, divorced with 3 kids. Like every single move I made was because it was my soul contract. And when you move from your soul's contract, that's when you fully unlock heaven on earth. But if you're moving constantly from conditioning, from ego, it can be a lot harder to get where you need to go. So thank you, YouTube. I never, ever, ever do YouTube live. So thank you for being here. I love you. If you want to come hang out in the 888 Wealth Codes, definitely come hang out in the 888 Wealth Codes. We have a lot of fun. It is a free community and it's just a vibe in there. If you need help, guidance, coming back to your original wealth template, all that I desire for you is that you unlock the gifts within you and you remember how powerful you are, that you have always been the star. And yes, you are going to go far. If you've been through a lot of trauma in the last couple of decades, I want to remind you that this is your heaven on earth era. This really is the part where, Uranus has entered Gemini. And so we're really going deep into this whole new earth, this whole new paradigm in 2027. It is the cross of the sleeping phoenix. So we are in a whole new world. This is it. Like this is being overdoing. And you really need to come into that, love yourself for optimum wealth, and really remember that you are the most beautiful person in your reality. I love you. I see you. Have a beautiful, magical, phenomenal day. I'm sending a million trillion blessings your way. Mwah! Big love, wealthy old souls. Let me figure out how to turn this live off.